once again, the role of Yoin will be played by the DM this evening, if need be. Okay, so last time, you guys started tracking Annalie and Ayala, trying to figure out where they headed. Supposedly they were going back home. You're not sure if that was Brightonburg or Naroon or both. Maybe they split up. We don't know. But on your way to tracking, you came to an intersection. It seemed like their scents actually did part. One heading towards Brightonburg, one towards Naroon. It was about time to kind of camp down for the night, so you guys stopped, began making your camp. Something suspicious happened, caught your attention, and the three of you blacked out and woke up inside the ghost town of Mankar Village, trapped there by a demon, and were able to figure out what was going on, fight your way out, and banish the demon, and escape. At that point, you guys just kind of sat down, took a bit of a short rest just to recuperate and regain your senses, figure out what was going on. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning at this point. You've not been gone, but for about 5 hours. So, you could short rest, or you could long rest or something if you really wanted, but you got a camp to get back to, Yoin to get to. But you stop, just take a breather, recombobulate yourselves. And as you're sitting there, McKai suddenly goes into a trance-like state. His eyes kind of gloss over, and he straightens up, and he's kind of mumbling just a little bit, and after about a minute and a half or so, he snaps out of it. And there we go. That's where we'll start.
Hey, buddy.
You all right there?
Oh yeah. I got something to tell you guys.
Which is?
Can be
No matter what, we'll support you.
It's not like that.
Just want you to know you can feel comfortable talking to us.
So I haven't told you guys much, and what's it called? I've been kind of shined from my deity, even though I say I go to a temple. I actually kind of remember just horrible things in my past. That's why when something good happens, you see me actually extremely excited, because I'm the bad luck kind of guy.
Hey, same.
So my deity, Saloon, I think that's how you pronounce it. Saloon.
However you want to say it, it's fine with me.
No. And this is what I was told. The deity told me, "So you finally decided to embrace me. I was growing impatient, but there's no time for that now. Your world is in great peril. As things progress, it is becoming more certain that, how do you say that, Kiobra? Kiobra will be unleashed again on this land." Sorry, I'm so bad on this with the computer. "So there are those of us that do not wish to see this come to pass, and we are unable to make a move ourselves. Go, seek out those who can put you on your path to stop the chaos. One leads those that are unloved. One is a scoundrel with a true heart. The third is a being not of this world, but with the resources to aid you in your fight. The chains are breaking, and soon Kiobra's light will engulf not just... Is that our place, Camlet?
Yeah, the island.
Oh, Matt.
Oh. But the entire world. So that's what we have, guys.
I have some questions for you. This is above the table. What was the first one? The first person we have to go find?
We have to go find one the one that leads those that are unloved.
Okay. The second one?
Second one is one that is a scoundrel with a true heart.
Right. And the third?
And the third is a being not of this world, but with the resources to aid you in your fight.
All right. And you definitely got a definitive chains breaking equals bad.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Wow, this is now back into character. Well, that was that's a lot. So I was right about this cult thing.
Sounds like it. I just
All right.
I was trying to stay away and trying to use my cleric powers, but obviously that didn't work.
So, I mean, if we want to get after Kiobra, we have that kind our way to kind of get in the northern city. You have to talk to that one lady, correct?
Yeah, we have a way into Naroon. I'm looking through my old notes. Now I have it written down.
You're talking about Anna
I think it was Fort Marark.
No, there's someone we need to go. If we're in Naroon, we need to go see a lady.
Oh, it's Nurin. Okay, yeah. Yeah, her name starts with like a V or something. Well, we also know that the cult they were working with Annalie, right? The girl we're tracking. Kind of.
She seems to be, at least as far as you can tell at the moment, she almost seems to be more opposing them. Maybe single-handedly, but she seems to be working against them in some way.
Well, I say we still
she-
should find her, because if she's working against them, she might have information that will help us.
So this is that Anna Lee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have to speak to Anna Lee, and Naroon has more info.
If you remember,
No.
Blarb mentioned that Annalise stole him from the cultists and was getting information from him, so she seems to be either working by herself alongside them somehow or working against them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is an objective that we have that I think we should at least continue. So I think we should head back to Yoin and regroup and then head out. Continue tracking.
Well, it's not a far walk. About 30 minutes. You manage to, follow the main road out of town, and back through kind of an old covered trail through the woods, pretty overgrown at this point, but passable. Like I said, about 30 minutes worth of walking, and you get back out to where the intersection is and to the camp. But by this point, or at this point, your tiny hut is still up, and the cart and horse are sitting outside, still doing their thing. So,
Is that my wood style little fort?
yeah,
Yeah.
man
Sweet.
cave.
Cool.
And
So
yeah, so
how long?
It's about 2:30 in the morning at this point. So
I mean, if we tried the long rest, that would be another 8 hours, right?
that's true.
Yeah. But if we don't long rest, will we take a level of exhaustion?
Not after just 24 hours. I was thinking about that. I'm not gonna give it to you after just one day.
Okay.
If you
Then I
if you
say,
push
yeah,
it
let's
further than
keep.
that, though.
Let's just keep tracking then, since
And
we're already up.
yeah, and your tiny hut only has about 3 hours left on it. You'd have to recast it or whatever to keep
Any
it up.
sign of Yoin?
Are you like actively looking for him inside?
Is he just not near the cart, or?
Well, no. I mean, he would probably be inside sleeping somewhere at this point if he's or
Okay.
because you're not sure what happened to him after you blacked out. I mean, he was the one that initially started like running out towards the woods, but then he wasn't with you.
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to
in the
find him real
village,
quick.
so.
Yeah.
Okay. After looking through the hut, through the man cave, and out in the cart, it seems like Yoin is not here.
That
Real?
is no good.
Yeah, he'll just have to catch up. Sound good?
Eh,
Or do we want to keep looking for him?
I don't like. I wouldn't want to just leave him, but at the same time, this trail is not going to stay fresh.
Yeah.
Andy can help us drive the cart
Yep.
because I've got some experience now, but I don't know if I can do it just like him.
Above the table is just DM like, hey, he's missing because he's not here, and he'll show back up when he comes back up.
I would say it's worth checking out the area a little bit.
Okay, cool.
This-
Then
I mean, it's been 5 hours that you were missing. He probably wandered off somewhere. He may have fallen and gotten hurt, or just kept walking till he made it to a new town. Who knows?
I mean, he could have tried finding us once, because we don't really know what happened to us. We just blacked out.
Yeah.
Very true.
He could be anywhere
Okay.
doing anything right now. You have no idea.
you guys want to look for him then?
Is it still nighttime?
Yeah.
It's like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So don't I get like night vision? I think with Twilight.
Can't
You
you
have
fly?
3 hunt.
I can
You
fly.
can do both. Yeah, he has both. And he can give us night vision, Bill, if you don't already have it.
I
No, I
absolutely
don't.
don't.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Oprah right now. You get night vision. You get night vision. Hold my hand, and we'll fly off.
I don't think we need to fly with you, but you can go to the skies and get a kind of a bird's eye view.
Oh, I wanted to sing the Alliance.
Okay, I want to fly. I'm hanging on, Cape style.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
So,
Show
That-
you the world.
you
I will
fly,
look on the ground.
you fly up above
Yeah, I wanna-
the trees to look around.
What has good eyeballs? I can't turn into an owl yet.
I just got the weirdest look when I said that. I can show you the world.
All right, I'm gonna transform into a. Damn, this is hard. What has really good eyesight but can't fly?
A giant wolf spider.
Huh?
A giant wolf spider.
No.
Boy,
Penguins?
what?
Do they have good eyesight?
Wolf spiders have a
Really?
passive perception of 21.
Raccoons?
Regular spiders also have a passive perception of 21. What the fuck?
Ooh, that'd be good. I'm gonna transform into a penguin. I think. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna use my wild shape to go into the form of my penguin form. I'm gonna come up with a good name for this later, and then I would need McKai to kind of like, I don't know. I'm gonna figure out some way to have this dramatic cape and be a penguin to use my sharp eyes.
And
my sharp binocular vision eyes to see down to the ground to see if I can find Yoin.
as you do
Yes, the
that,
penguins definitely have.
Okay.
Huh?
I pick up a rock from the ground and give it to you.
In the dryer, in the basket.
Okay. Everybody's gonna be looking around.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so everybody's gonna roll me a perception check, and Moth, you're gonna do it with a +3 as a penguin.
Sick. That's worse than normal. Yeah. That's way bad. That's a 5.
Wank, wank.
Let's see.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever used these dice.
Super penguin, baby. Uh-huh.
Mine is sad. Mine's a 7.
Well, you guys are doing great up there. Meanwhile, I'm on the ground with my nat 20
Nice.
Hey,
for
we're up here for fun.
26.
Uh,
Also, hi, Aaron.
Tommy says hi.
so, yeah, you guys don't really notice anything up in the sky. You're looking pretty close in your area. It's just a bunch of trees and coverage. You can't really see the ground. So you don't really see much of anything. But Seymoure, as you start really like looking around, now that you have this this dark vision, you can see pretty clearly some kind of signs of a scuffle. There are 4 pairs of footprints leading up to the cart, and then there are drag marks that seem to be headed away from your camp area. Like he, got grabbed and dragged away by somebody. But they've done nothing to cover their tracks, and you can pretty easily follow a path. It's headed just a little bit west from where you guys are, almost following the road to Brightonburg, but off the main road.
Yeah. Okay. I will signal the guys above. Be like, hey, I got it. Come on. You can keep flying if you want. I don't care. Just
You want to
follow
continue the
me.
magic carpet ride?
Oh, you mean like the Titanic?
Kind of
Like
in between
it's
the
kind of
Titanic
picturing
and
this is happening, like the Jack and Rose on the front of the front of the water boat. You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm-
talking about?
oh yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah, and you're just like carrying me, big old cape, billowing,
Yeah.
penguin form. Wah, wah.
And instead of saying, we're on top of the world, I'm just singing, that Aladdin song to you.
Yeah, dude, show me the world, baby.
And then, did he
Except it
tell
comes out
us?
as wah, wah, wah.
Did he tell us already about what's going on or no? Not yet. What did you say? Just follow.
Yeah, he found the way. Follow him. So you can kind of fly down a little closer to keep an eye on him, or land, or whatever. But you can start following Seymoure, and
Oh,
the tracks are very fresh. I mean, it's been within the last 5 hours, obviously, but they're very easy to follow. And it's only about an hour before you follow the tracks through some brush and a little side patch, or a side path, I'm sorry, deeper into another part of the woods off this main road, which leads to a cave inside of a pretty decent sized hill, with a couple of torches lit from the exterior, and there is a pretty ugly bird-like looking creature walking around out front, kind of hunched over and just really ugly looking.
Before we get to it, is there any way I can use my Twilight Sanctuary, or do I gotta do something special?
You guys are far enough away that nobody's noticed you or anything. You can sit back here and kind of keep an eye on things, as long as you're not screaming and yelling. So, you want to do what? I'm sorry.
The Twilight Sanctuary?
That's giving them.
I think it's more of like an in-combat thing, Jason.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
I
just
mean,
didn't
you
know.
do you. If you want to do it now, just give us some temp hit points. But
I'm gonna put my penguin flipper up to my head.
I was just thinking because if there's a big bird in front of
yeah,
it, you know how it's been last time I've tried talking to them and they don't want to talk. They hit me back.
I need.
My penguin flipper, again, is going up to the side of my head, and then I let out a little bit of a. I'm gonna talk, and I'm gonna say I could, but I'm in. You just hear Moth's voice in your head. I could be distraction. I don't think they've seen a lot of penguins. I haven't seen a lot of penguins. Just read about them in books. Saw one at the zoo once. Is that something we could do? Talking to McKai and Seymoure. I could distract that bird creature.
Can you see what it's trying to say? Or what it's thinking?
I could do that.
That way we can see if it's a foe or...
I mean, I can't really like reach into its brain, but I can ask it questions. I just hope that it's being honest with me because I guess, yeah, we can do that.
Seymour tires of this drivel, and casts Moonbeam.
You just cast Moonbeam at this thing.
Yep.
Okay, so you are. I mean, you're still probably several hundred feet away.
Oh, I didn't know we were
probably
that
like
far
two-
away.
I'm sorry,
I
like-
thought we were. I
probably
thought we were
like
like
two-
80 feet away or
No,
something.
like
Sorry.
200 feet, not just not several hundred. I'm sorry, like 200 feet away. So you'll have to get a little bit closer, but
Yeah, I'll get closer.
okay. I mean, that's fine. You
I mean,
you guys can start if making a move for whatever that is from here.
Yeah, I have to be within 120 feet to cast Moonbeam. So I'll probably get within like 110 and do it.
Okay. As you start creeping in, you're about 130 feet. You're getting real close, and you kind of come up just over a little bit of a hill, just enough to see a little bit in the distance is a second one of these winged things walking around outside the entrance to this cave.
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you want to continue from here, yeah, you can get another. You can step that extra 20 feet and then do what you want to do.
Yeah. Yep, I'll do that.
Okay.
And this will be a third level Moonbeam.
Getting spicy.
Is that a dex save from me or
Con save.
Wisdom.
Con
Oh, no,
con
it's con.
save
con?
for
Okay.
them. Yeah, con save for you.
All right.
In the future, could we do like a double moonbeam?
You can. I think all three of us have Moonbeam.
I know I do.
Hell yeah, we could do a three-way moonbeam.
That is a 16 for the save.
Okay, so he passes, but he still takes half damage. And I rolled 25, so he'll take 12 or 13. I don't know how you round.
Down. I round it down on both ends from me to you and you to me. I feel like sometimes a lot of DMs round down for you guys and up for them,
Yeah.
and it always bugged me. But
Always round down.
yeah.
You want the
works.
combat to last longer.
So 12 damage, you say?
12 damage.
Okay. This thing lets out a shriek and both of them look you guys' direction.
And I, as Penguin Moth, as Mothgwyn, with my dramatic ass cape, I'm gonna try to make it look like I did that.
Okay. Here, this is just for my my purposes. Moth, do you want red, white, or yellow?
Huh. I'll take yellow.
Seymoure, you want red or white?
I'll be red.
Okay, that means McKai, you get white. Okay, I've got those little rocks. I'm making the little combat map as we go. Anyway, all right.
I am concentrating, by the way.
So you're here. You guys are there. You want to make it look like okay. So there we are. Roll me some initiatives.
Bill.
I love that, Bill.
What's
Too
my
bad he
initiative?
doesn't have a cape.
What's my initiative bonus as a penguin?
I'll look it up.
Let me see. It's 0.
Penguins. Yeah, they have a +0 to Dex.
Same. 2.
2. Okay.
You also have 2 hit points as a penguin.
Sick. Okay.
McKay,
I got a 9.
you got a 9
I got a 17.
and a 17. All right.
No, 16, sorry.
Okay.
I don't have that +2 Dex yet.
All right. Well, this was definitely a surprise on these guys. So Seymour, you will get to attack or do whatever you'd like to first.
Okay. How far away, or how far apart are these two?
About 15 feet, maybe 20. It's
Oh.
hard to tell from the angle.
Okay. I want to just move closer. So I was 110, so I'll move 30 feet in. So it puts me at 80. And as my action, I'm going to bounce Moonbeam. So it's going to go over, hit the second one, and then go back and stay on the first one. So the second one will need, or actually, they both need to make con saves again. Yeah.
Okay, we got a 13 and a 16.
The 16 passes, 13 fails.
Okay.
Roll a total of 13 damage.
Okay.
And what kind of bonus actions do I have?
They both let out ear-piercing screams, and as you step a little closer, you can tell these are harpies.
And that is going to be it for me.
Okay, McKai, you're up next. You're about 35 feet behind Seymour, which puts you at about 140 feet away. Oh no, I'm sorry, 120 feet away. Something like that, 115. Either way. Yeah, 115 feet away. And there's 2 harpies.
Alright, now I'm gonna try to do that Twilight Sanction thing.
Okay. Excuse me.
I don't know. I gotta roll anything.
You don't roll anything now. At the end of your turn, you will roll stuff.
Alright.
Sphere. The sphere
Does it count
has
as
a 30-foot radius, and you grant it anything within the radius gets 1d6 plus 7 temporary hit points, right?
I think it actually.
No.
Or yeah, 1d6 plus 7. Yeah.
So yeah,
At the end of their turn.
You have a 30-foot radius around you now that is filled with dim light. Anything that moves, and it moves with you, anything that ends its turn in that sphere gets temporary hit points, and you can end one effect on it, like being charmed or frightened.
All right, and then do I gotta? Is that the move for it, right?
That's an action, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But you can still use your
You can-
movement.
I want to make sure that the two guys are like in between me or like next to me.
Okay, then that'll move you right up in here. Okay. All right. Anything else?
I believe that's it for right now.
Okay, so now you roll a d6.
All right. 3.
All right.
So 3 plus 7 is 10, so you give yourself 10 temporary hit points.
All right. At that point, the harpies are going. This one is very badly injured and turns and begins running its way into the mouth of the cave.
That first one needs to make another con save.
Oh, okay. That's what, an 8.
That's a fail. He'll take 15 points of damage.
Okay. As it turns to run, there's another pulse of energy from this moonbeam, and it just collapses on the ground, dead.
Yay!
The other one at that point turns and begins running into the mouth of the cave.
Coward!
Attempt to get away. And it will be, well, I'm sorry, not run, it will fly.
Yeah.
And just zoom its way in there.
How far away is it from me now?
Let me see. You were 80 feet, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to put it about 120 feet away.
Okay.
Um,
So it's still within like 30 feet of the moonbeam. Perfect.
and then Moth, it is up to you.
It is up to me.
Little penguin.
And I haven't moved because I haven't had a turn yet. So I'm probably left all back there alone. So I think I'm just going to come waddling up.
Okay.
Waddle up to combat ready.
I think you're still on Jason.
Oh, am I?
I think so.
I guess I could be, yeah.
Yeah, technically, I guess you would be. You didn't tell. I mean, you didn't say you'd gotten down yet.
You're doing all this cool stuff with me. So does that mean I also got 10 temporary hit points?
Well, you.
No, it's different for wait till the end of your turn, then you get a different amount.
All right. And how far are we from the mouth of the cave now?
Let me see.
I know you said
You're 100.
Seymoure
so
was like
you're-
80 feet.
So it'll put you guys about 100 feet away from the mouth of the cave, and then the harpy itself is about 20 feet inside the mouth of the cave right now.
We should probably go in there. Shouldn't we?
I don't know.
All you hear is
you're saying. You're a penguin.
I'm gonna turn back into normal Moth. I like how there wouldn't even be that much of a height change at all. It would just be my color and my form change, like full on Animorphs, but just hair and hat unfolding from penguin flesh.
Anything else?
I mean, I guess you could put me down here, McKai. You could probably
Let me
set me on down.
So your character down while I'm still kind of floating.
How high are you?
I would say it just looks like it's kind of floating off the ground a few feet.
Oh, and yeah, you can put me down from here.
Yeah.
And then we're still in initiative, so I'm assuming there's still going to be stuff happening.
Well, at the once you end your turn, we'll technically be going back to the top of initiative with Seymoure. But
Yeah.
since the harpy is out of sight, if you guys wanted to like drop out for just a moment and kind of move as a group closer in some way, work like coordinate anything, work together for just a minute before you enter the mouth of the cave, if that's what you're gonna do.
No. I'm running after it.
You just
See, this is why I think your characters are suicidal, man.
I got the 3rd level moonbeam. I'm not wasting it.
That's true. All right, go!
Alright, so you're 120 feet away from this thing.
Yeah. Well, Bill gets temporary hit points real quick.
That's true. Roll your d6 plus 7.
Jason.
Oh, I roll that?
Yeah.
Alright. Ooh, that's an actual 6, so that's what, 13?
There you go.
Sick.
13 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Okay. Are you like double speed running,
Me?
or are you just using your full movement?
Well, real quick. Yes. I am wild shaping into a riding horse, which has 60 feet of movement.
Okay.
That's a bonus action to do that. So I bonus action, wild shape, riding horse, move 60. Can I see him now?
You can see a little bit into the mouth of the cave, but the angle at which you're coming at it, not quite. It is just probably just right around the corner from where you're at.
Okay. I'm going to just send the boonbeam straight into the cave, hoping to hit them.
Okay.
Because it can move 60 feet.
All right. Well, that's not normally an attack roll that you make, right?
It's a con save if they get in the area.
I guess I'll give it to him with advantage.
No, it doesn't get advantage.
Well, you're shooting blind into the darkness, hoping to hit him.
It's blind, but it's an area effect.
Okay. Well, in that case, that you should be able to hit him with it.
Old AOE.
Yeah.
So, though that's a 19.
All right, he passes.
Still
So I
takes
roll
damage, right?
12 points of damage.
Okay.
That's so half to 6.
All right. You hear you out of the mouth of the cave. You hear another loud screeching sound.
I just neigh. I'm like, got him.
Murr.
Yeah. And then so that's sitting in there somewhere, and that's it for me. I'm not within Jason's range, so I don't get the temporary hit points. But I got horse hit points.
McKai, I believe it's on to you.
Alright, so how far is the harpy from?
Well, you're still back here with Moth. You guys are still about 120-ish feet away.
And how far is Tommy's character?
He's 60 feet from you guys.
And then Bill's character, Moss he's off, right? If I remember right.
Yeah, you put him down.
Oh, okay. So then I move closer to. I move up closer. Could I be in the middle of both of them still, or no?
What is your fly speed? 30 feet? I'm not sure.
Walking speed is 30.
Flying speed equal to your walking speed, so okay. So yeah, it is 30. Yes, you could move halfway in between the two of them.
Alright, so I'll be halfway in between.
Have them both like right on the very edge of your bubble.
Yeah. Has a harpy attacked?
No, she's inside the mouth of the cave hiding right now. She's still about 90 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
And around a corner.
I wanna. Can I summon my spirit weapon, or does it have to be used at the time?
The spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You can summon it, but it won't be in range.
Yeah. I just want to make sure it's out, just in case.
Well, I'd wait because it has a very slow movement.
Oh, okay. I don't know if my attacks can do anything.
You can.
Because how far
Right.
away? I'm still pretty far, right, from the harpy. You said it was like 90 feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could do my guiding bolt. Would that interfere with the other thing?
No.
No.
Good to see.
No, you do it with disadvantage because you're not actually able to see into the mouth of the cave.
Ooh.
And this will,
But you can still do it.
it has you making a ranged spell attack, so yeah, you'll roll twice, take the lower number for your attack roll.
You know what? Let's try it. So roll the d20.
Yep.
Roll it twice, take the lower number.
6 is the lower number.
Alright. So you launch a guiding bolt into the dark corner of this cave mouth, and you hear nothing. You're unsure if you were able to hit or not, but there were no audio cues that said you landed it.
Don't forget your modifiers, Jason.
What's that?
Don't forget your modifiers. When you make a attack roll, you add stuff to it.
Which one's that one?
Your spell attack modifier.
Which is a
plus
plus
6.
6, which would mean you rolled a 12. Which, in that case, you would hit. You would hear another come out of the mouth of the cave. So roll your damage.
Alright. Let's see. Guiding bolt is
What, 4d6?
46.
Dungeons and Dragons, the game where accounting matters.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't even know where my spell thing is on here, so that tells you how dumb I am.
Gotta learn your character, man.
Yeah, study your character sheet. Click around on it. Find the tabs.
Or just have it in paper form and always be confused.
I'm confused like 80% of the time. If I didn't have Tommy, I'd probably be dead.
Rookie numbers.
Oh yeah. All right. So, 6661.
19. All right. Let me see. So you hear another an extremely loud scream from this, come echoing out of the cave. Okay, yeah.
Sorry,
So you managed to get a pretty good shot off on this thing. Apparently, you feel confident in what you've done here. So, at which point it is gonna go to Moth.
I'm still 120 feet back.
Yep.
I'm going to use my tiny little legs, and I'm going to try to get me 50 feet closer to this thing. So, yeah, I'm going to use my action to dash.
All right, there you go.
Now only 70 feet away.
Yes. All right. Seymour.
Yeah. I will move 30 into the cave. What do I see?
All right. You open up and look into the mouth of the cave. You can see the harpy is just about 10-15 feet inside the cave, looking very pained, bleeding profusely. One of its wings is entirely severed off, and it just seems unable to move. But give me just a second here. Come on. And you are standing at the bottom of the page, right at the mouth of the
Uh-huh.
cave, looking in.
Okay. So I see the one, but I don't see anything else. Anyone else?
No, there is. That is a. As you look in, you can see there's a torch on this kind of far wall, or which is just made of stone. And you can see the path leading off further to the left. But that's as much as you can see into this place currently.
Okay. I will move 15 feet to, or is it 10 feet to the harpy,
Okay.
right? And I will try to stomp on him.
Damn. Okay.
Like a horse.
Like a horse.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
And
forgot
I'm
you're a horse. Jesus.
and I'm rolling with advantage because of Jason's guiding bolt.
All right.
It's a 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
This poor harpy. 10 points of damage.
All right. So you rear up, and your right hoof like clunks it in the face, and then you come back down and slam right on its neck, and you hear a sharp, and the harpy's body just goes limp.
Awesome. Okay, so that is 20, 30. Okay, I'm going to move, is it 15 more feet, like more into the cave so I can get a better look of what's there to the left.
Okay. So yeah, you'll move right up, pretty much right up against this stone wall. I wish. I'm kind of wishing now I had filled those in a little bit more so you can help differentiate. But
All right.
anyway, that path kind of winds a little bit around to the left. There's another pile of rocks here, just kind of blocking a part of that pathway. But you can kind of look in and peer through, and there is a pretty large opening, like cavernous area, lit by a couple of torches. But it's still, from this distance, it's still really hard to see what's going on inside that area.
Okay. I'm going to move 15 more feet in.
I assume you guys are following him, right? Or
I mean, if this is all happening in
yeah,
initiative,
This is this is still on my turn.
No, we're out of initiative at this point. Harpy's dead.
Aw,
Yeah.
there's more people.
is there?
Probably. I saw four sets of tracks. Okay. Yeah, if we're out of initiative, then I'll wait for everyone.
Moth's gonna use his stubby little legs to run up to that first harpy corpse that's outside. Is there any way I could try to have access to its vocal cords?
wanted to.
I do. I got my cultist hands. What would I be without a set of harpy cords? Set of pipes, you know? I got a hand. Now I need a set of pipes.
It would take some time. I mean, you could roughly like.
Nah, fuck that. Ace Ventura style, through the mouth.
I was gonna say you could roughly cut out an area, and like take it with you, but it would take a little bit of time to really.
Yeah, I could do that.
Meticulous.
I'm gonna excise a chunk of neck.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give the whole head. I'm gonna cast Gentle Repose on it so it doesn't decay, and then I'm gonna toss it into Seymour's mouth.
I was gonna say do both of them.
Okay, so you're just gonna take off the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna amputate the head.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Gentle Repose on it, so it's protected from rot and decay.
Okay, and then throw it into the bag of holding.
Yep, into Seymour's mouth. Open up, Papa.
Okay, you have.
I'm not letting you do that. No.
I'll just carry it around with me. It's not gonna rot.
That's fine. I'm not letting you put it in my mouth as a horse.
Why not? Well then,
Because
let me look at the gift horse's mouth.
no.
Let me in.
Is Jason caught up to us by now?
Yeah, you're all right there together.
I am fine.
Cool. Well, thanks.
Right.
Can I get some temporary hit points?
Yes. Go for it.
Jason.
Oh, you want the 10 points?
Yeah, might as well.
Mhm.
Before that thing goes away. It only lasts a
Ooh.
minute.
Yeah. 6.
All right, so
13.
that's 13 more temporary hit points. I will take it.
Heck yeah.
Because those don't go away. So now on top of my horse hit points, I have temporary hit points.
Wonderful.
Yes. All the hit points.
All right.
Alright, so now that we're all in here, can we proceed?
Yes, of course you can.
I was asking them.
No, I'm
Are
sorry.
you still a horse?
I'm still a horse, yes.
Then all you did was whinny at us.
Yes, and I'm like waving my head, like, come
And,
on,
like,
guys,
doing
let's go
doing
in.
the horse thing where you're like stomping the ground, like, come on.
I go to pet him.
Apparently.
I let you pet me.
There you go.
Can I pet you?
No.
You
I
tried
can't
putting
put
a
this
head
head in your mouth and you won't let me pet you. Pet you? What the fuck?
Damn right.
I thought we were friends, dude. I thought we were friends. I thought you were cool, man. All right.
I just start walking into the cave now that everyone's here farther. As a horse.
Okay.
Can I climb on top of you?
No.
Why?
Because I said no.
Well, but the cape, it just works.
I don't care.
All right.
Fine.
Are you still penguin, Bill?
No, I'm unpenguified.
Okay.
Well, you're still short. I just pick you up and we start flowing in.
Hell yeah, dude. Piggyback ride? You've got the sweet, cool, dramatic cape now. And a smelly orange thing on your back.
All right.
Clop,
Tactical.
clop, 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 clop.
As you begin walking into the this large cavernous area, you can hear the ominous sounds of chants and moans and screams echoing. It is still quite faint. My proportions of the map here are off, but this cavern is fairly large. So these screams are still pretty quiet.
So it's like it's faint screaming coming from farther back into the cave.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. I will go towards the streams. Clop, 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 clop.
Well, I'm gonna have you make me a perception check then, because these echoes are bouncing off the walls a bit. It's not gonna be too hard. You can tell it's
9.
coming from somewhere in the back. Okay. So yeah, you start making your way towards the back of this place, looking for the source of the screams. You can follow it along the left side and up just a little bit, and then you hear another scream and realize, oh, I'm going the wrong way, and you turn and start walking almost directly behind you. And as you turn, you feel the floor kind of shake. The ground moves just a little, and it gives you pause for a moment.
Yeah.
Nothing
Keep
to
going.
worry about.
Clop, 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 clop.
Okay.
I mean, can I stealth just for fun?
I mean, that's up to you. I mean, you can certainly roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know what the other two are doing, but I'm going to try to stealth.
Moth is gonna try to talk McKay into playing this like we just lost our horse, and he's being real defiant. But pretend I'm not here, and I think that we could have some fun here. You just have a cool cape. Don't worry about me back here.
I got a 2 on my stealth check.
Okay. Okay. So as you continue walking, ignoring the rumbling of the earth, the ground starts moving in holes. These like good 10-foot wide holes right in the center of the room begin falling open in the floor, and these two, you would almost think they're like fleas, but they're about 10 feet tall each and about 15 feet long. But they are these just massive dirt, clay covered, flea-like looking creatures. Yeah,
Ew.
we can stop for a moment and take
That's
a
fucking
15-minute
sick. That's
uh,
awesome.
a 15-minute break,
All right.
and then we'll start back up there. So, two large brown dirt clay covered flea-like creatures, pretty monstrous looking things, have sprung up out of the ground, basically behind you, like back and to the right. You could see them as they exploded out of the ground. They caught your attention. So
Yeah.
uh,
Has it been more than a minute since I cast Moonbeam?
since you cast it,
Yeah.
I would think so. Yeah,
Okay, cool. It only lasts a minute, so I'm just making sure I don't have it anymore.
I gotcha. Okay, so let's see. You guys are here. They came up here. If you guys want to use your same initiatives from just a bit.
Sure.
Okay, that's fine with me. I'll re-roll for the new creature, but that's all. So these things burst out of the ground and immediately set eyes on you guys and begin charging. Excuse me. Let me see.
Excuse me.
Good lord. Okay. And Seymoure. It looks like they are coming directly towards you. However, from this
No.
well, I'm sorry, towards you and McKai. Moth, you're just a little bit off to the right here.
Oh, I was riding McKai's back.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Then yeah, okay, they're charging pretty much straight above you. let's see, 40 minutes. All right, so yeah, they've moved fast enough to just come right up to you guys. And these things are pretty big. Let me see. Right. This is done as an action. Correct. Yes. All right. So, as an action, this well, one of them will whip its like large antenna at one at Seymoure and one at McKai. And Seymour and McKai. That's going to be. So actually, I'm sorry. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
No,
That's what
the
it is.
one weakness of the horse.
My reaction happens on my turn or on their turn.
Your reaction.
It can happen in any time you can use it.
Yes.
Okay, so then I would need a Constitution saving throw from it.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm eating it.
You're eating it?
Yes.
This thing's like 10 feet tall,
Yeah.
like 15 feet long.
Yeah, as soon as it comes within 10 feet of me.
Okay. That's a 10.
That misses. Take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, the spores.
Yes.
Don't you have to activate that?
The damage goes up once I activate it, but it's a passive ability.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I got a 5 on my dexterity saving throw. Horseman, not dexterous.
Okay. And no, yeah. I'm sorry. Jason, what's your saving throw?
I have a 17. I'm just seeing if I have a bonus action, don't I?
So.
You mean a reaction?
Oh, yeah. Oops, wrong one.
You have your silvery barbs, but I mean, you can use it now if you want.
So McKai, this thing stretches out its antennas and begins almost trying to wrap around your back. Excuse me, like it's trying to get at your warhammer, like maybe take it from you, and so you manage to kind of dodge out of the way before it can snatch it up from you. Seymour, this thing, as it wraps its antenna around your leg, you feel a sharp pain for a moment. It pulls its antenna away, and you can see there is a small ring of rust around your leg where its antenna once was.
How dare it? How much damage did I take?
No damage.
No damage.
No damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. Did it rust my stuff too?
It didn't touch you.
Oh, okay.
It tried to. You avoided it.
Finally, I did something right.
The cape billowed dramatically as you backed up. Again, much like Spawn.
I like that.
Okay, so now it is Seymour. It's on to you.
Cool.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I'm good.
To no longer be a horse. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
And as an action, I'm going to cast Fairy Fire, surrounding these two. So I need them to make dexterity saving throws.
Not really so good for either of them. One,
Good.
a 6 and a 10.
Both fail.
Okay.
So I am concentrating. They both radiate a light for 10 feet. And any attack at them has advantage.
All right. Beautiful.
And with that, I'm done.
Okay. McKai. You have Moth with you still flying, I believe. And you just got attacked by this thing's antenna. Managed to dodge out of the way.
Alright. So, like I was saying earlier, like my little guy, or my guy isn't flying too high, so I set him down. And can I use the same thing I did last time, or is it still on me?
Your aura thing,
Yeah.
it's faded.
Yeah. So you'd have to cast
You
it
can
again.
you can use it again though.
I'm gonna use it again.
Okay.
Do you know how many times you can use it?
Twice a
I
day.
didn't. Twice?
Twice a day. Or twice a
Alright.
short rest.
Okay. And then, would I be able to use my bonus action? Or no?
Well, what? Casting your spell?
No, 'cause-
Is that-
yeah, I was gonna
yeah, that
well,
would-
I was gonna do a spiritual weapon, but never mind.
You can do spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're doing your Twilight Sanctuary as an action, but yeah, I believe spiritual weapon is it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay, so
You
I'll
can cast that as well.
yeah.
Okay, what does your spiritual weapon look like? Like, what kind of weapon is it?
Trying to think now. Kind of like the idea of how he said like spawn. I was almost gonna say chains, but we'll just kind of make it look like in Lord of the Rings. You know, like those orc swords. How they have. Or there you go. Demon Slayer. I forgot his name. To do with the like boar head.
Inosuke.
Yeah,
Yo.
there'll be like that blade.
Or like Kakashi's Zanpakuto
Ori.
and Bleach.
Different capacity.
Oh, I
No,
never
that's
watched.
Kenpachi. My bad. Nope, Kenpachi.
Okay, so it looks like a serrated sword.
Right,
Yeah.
that'll work. So you, you summon a spectral bladed, serrated longsword, katana, I guess, floating around you now.
Stab them.
And
Could I, or I thought I could only summon it at first.
You can attack on the first turn you summon it.
Oh, no way. Cool.
he's
Yeah,
already
cool.
used his action though.
It's part of the bonus action of casting it is you cast it and attack, but you can't move it on the
Oh,
first turn you
Okay.
summon it.
Yeah, I see. Gotcha.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll hit the one that's closest to me.
Okay.
Closer.
It's an attack roll, right?
Yeah.
Melee spell attack, so make an attack roll.
With
1d8.
advantage.
What? Yeah, because you have Moth right there helping you,
Well, fairy fire too.
and that
So,
Double advantage. Auto crit.
all the advantages.
so do I add or do I?
You roll 2d20 plus 6.
Yeah, take the higher.
Take the higher d20.
All right. Wow. That is literally my luck. D20 plus 6?
Yeah.
All right. funny thing is, the first one I rolled a 5, the second one I rolled a 6, so it's a 12.
All right.
You have a thing that you can do since you rolled bad. Your clockwork amulet.
Oh, is that what you guys were talking about on break?
That we were talking about something else, but this is
Oh.
also something you have. The clockwork amulet lets you just say, "Hey, I rolled a 10 plus instead." Once a day.
Also, you have your lucky feat,
That as well.
which means you can choose to re-roll one ability check or saving throw or attack roll.
Your audio's pretty low.
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
I think that's me just speaking quietly.
All right, we'll use the lucky feat on that one.
Okay.
So roll one more.
Yes.
All right. There we go. And you said it was a +6 on it?
Yes.
So that's 13 plus 6, that's 19.
Hey, there you go.
All right. Your spectral sword lands. Excuse me. And slices at this monster. So roll your damage.
All right, 1d8 plus 3. That's 5.
5.
Yeah.
Damage is damage.
Oh, yeah. Little damage is better than no damage.
Okay. Yeah, he managed to slice. It manages to slice through the surprisingly hard carapace of this creature. And I believe that'll be all of your turn.
Yeah.
Meaning it is up to Moth. And you're.
Ooh, quick thing, sorry. Like I'm doing the Twilight thing, do I have to wait the turn to roll, or?
Nope, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, at the end
All
of your
right.
turn.
That was a d6. That is 3, so that's a 10.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I think you were already at 10, so it just stays 10.
So I get 10 temporary hit points?
Yeah, just Jason.
Oh, okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to like use the cape of billowing to try to make the silhouette of McKai and I to look like a big, large canopied mushroom. And I'm going to use my last wild shape to go into my fungal form and just start raining down that sweet, sweet dust. That's all I can do now. And for my bonus action anyway. And then I'm gonna use chilled touch. I'm gonna try to touch this thing in a chill way.
All right.
Range spell attack.
Right.
With advantage. That is an 18 to hit. No, I lied. That is a dirty 20.
Oh.
Yes, dirty 20.
All right. Yes, a cold wave of necrotic damage washes over this thing.
It actually says a ghostly skeletal hand appears.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like that. Just coming out of the ground, just coming up and just like one finger tickling the armpit. I'm a fun necromancer. I'm a funkermancer.
Okay.
That's 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, wonderful. All right, this thing is very angry.
Would you like my
Not looking
reaction
very
to its
happy.
turn now or later? No, I'll give it to it later. Never mind. I'm good.
Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Okay. And I guess you don't have to re-roll on your temporary hit points.
Yeah, you already have 13, don't you, Bill?
I have a lot more than that.
Temporary hit points? Oh
I
my
do?
god, yeah.
Now he does.
Yes, they don't stack. So you just have your
Okay.
ones from your
Yeah, yeah.
stores.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So it is back to them. Let's see. Okay. Well, they're basically going to do the exact same thing as before. This time, Moth. This thing's coming after you and Seymoure. And the other one is coming after Seymoure. So I need both of you to make me dexterity saving throws again.
Hang on. Wait, I might have some halfling bullshit.
I got an 11. But I think they also need to make con saves for Bill's spores.
They do.
I believe you're correct. And they both rolled a 6.
That does not do well.
They
I'm trying to think. Is it because I'm tiny? Isn't there some halfling thing where
halfling nimbleness.
yeah. No, that's just I can move between the legs. I was thinking that it would give me
I don't think you have anything that gives you advantage on dex
or
saves.
it gives them disadvantage because I'm behind somebody. Okay. So what'd you roll?
It's you making a dex save.
Save. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm paying attention. That's a 9.
Okay. So Seymour, this thing whips out its antennas towards you again, and you just barely dodge out of the way this time. But you can see it came dangerously close to grazing you. And then Moth, this thing whips its antenna out, and it tries to grab at you, and it makes purchase. It wraps around your arm, and you struggle and struggle, and it just kind of holds on to you. It has you grappled.
Okay. At the beginning of their turn, both of them take 11 necrotic damage.
It was 11.
Yep.
Okay. You can feel though the grappling, the power of this thing is very weak. You feel like you could probably yank away pretty easily. Once it finally stops struggling against you.
Okay.
And it is back to Seymour.
Okay. I'm going to wild shape into a polar bear. I'm going to attack the one in front of me. First with my bite. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Okay. For 6 points of damage. Now my claw attack. It's a 12 to hit.
That one will not hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And with that, I am done.
Okay. McKai. This thing has this one right here in front of you has a hold of Moth. It looks weak and like it's just barely hanging on. Seymour has one about 10 feet away from you right now that is trying to grab at him as well.
All right. So there's the one that's in front of me. How far away is it?
It's like 5 feet from you still,
Ooh, perfect.
right next to you.
All right. So on that one, the one that's right in front of me, I'm gonna try to hit it with my warhammer.
Okay.
So that is a 16. See, do I add anything? Oh, okay, yeah. So it's 16.
Roll another d20 just to see if you get a nat 20. Because you have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Always cooked fish.
16 is the highest. The other one's a 6.
That's fine.
Okay.
So this thing was pretty weak in the first place, but you grab your warhammer off your back and swing it over your head and just slam down right on top of this thing and just squish its head.
Slam Jay.
And its body just kind of slumps to the ground. And as you pull your warhammer away, you notice that it begins corroding and being covered in rust. Your warhammer now has a -1 penalty to all damage rolls.
Oh, no.
What?
All right. And then I would try to like to use my bonus action for 200.
That wasn't in the form of a question.
Which bonus action?
My spiritual weapon.
Okay. This one in front of you is dead, so you'll be attacking the one going after Seymoure.
Yeah.
But that's fine. You can move it over there and slice at it.
All right. Do I have any more where I can try to roll a second one?
You still have advantage, so yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh, do it. Beautiful.
Fairy Fire is a wonderful spell.
All right, so it's a 12.
It does not. It strikes at it, but it hits one of the more solid clumps of clay that's kind of matted to this thing's back and doesn't manage to do any damage to it.
Dang,
You got a
peanut butter.
12 on the dice, or did you roll
On the
a
dice.
6? Okay, plus 6. Don't
Oh,
forget your
shit, I'm so
modifier.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So that'd be, what, 18?
In which case you will slash into this thing, cutting it deep.
All right.
Roll your damage.
I apologize for being an idiot.
Hey, man, we're all learning.
1d8. So that one is a 5.
There's not a damage modifier for the spiritual weapon, is there?
And
I don't think.
plus 3. Plus 3.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
added
plus
a 3.
Oh, yeah, 5.
You did? Okay. So yeah, you managed to slash into this thing pretty deep. It is alive, but it looks like it is just hanging on now. And unless you want to move or something, I think that'll be about all you can do this turn.
All right, I think that's about it.
Okay, Moth.
Moth is going to leap
You
from
didn't do anything bad.
McKai's shoulders. Sorry, you're getting the cape's leaving. I like how this cape could honestly look just like Doctor Strange's cape, but only because I'm so tiny. And then I'm gonna I'm gonna use my bonus action to use Shillelagh,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run up on this thing the whole time, just shouting, "Mine!"
Okay. So make your attack roll.
That's better. 25 to hit.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll the damage on this. Just tell me how you.
Aw, man.
Tell me how you want to kill this thing.
Little itty bitty me, just full on my normal walking staff that I carry around. Once shillelaghfied, has this big, like, those knots in trees where they just grow off like a tumor from. It just transforms into one of those.
I believe it's.
And he just
burl.
I like it. A burl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just when it's in its shillelagh form, that just a giant burl forms at the top of his staff, and he just brings it down as hard as he can with his itty bitty body.
You can.
But knowing exactly where to strike.
You
That's
can-
how I flavor him being tiny, but using a physical weapon. Big old burl smashed down right into an essential crack on this giant flea's carapace.
All right. It splits open. And, a nice, loud, shrill howl comes out of this thing, and then It collapses to the floor dead.
Does anything fall off of them?
Just a couple of clumps of clay as it thuds to the ground.
I'll pick up a clump of clay.
Okay. All right. Well, you are still kind of in this open cave. Excuse me. You know, the sound is coming from over here at the end. There's a small opening in the wall that you can pass through that will likely lead through another hallway or into another chamber or something, but that's where the sound is emanating from.
You and the polar bear sneak. Gonna go see what's there.
Okay. It is a pretty narrow gap. If you're still in polar bear form, you can make it through, but it's a tight squeeze. About halfway through, you find yourself having to really wiggle for just a second to, squeeze your way through it. But you manage to get through. And as you walk through, you can see almost directly across from you, there are 4 people in red cloaks standing around some kind of platform of some sort, and Yoin's body laying up on this slab that they are all standing around.
No!
They're chanting and doing their whole thing.
Seymoure just gets this far off look in his soulless eyes.
His soulless horse eyes.
No, the polar bear.
His soulless polar bear horse eyes.
And I just rush in.
Alright. And again, do you guys...
If I see Yoin in that kind of form, yeah, I'd absolutely still in fungal mode, still dusty, still shillelied out. I'm running into.
Okay, you want to just keep
stopping
your
this ritual
then? Still? Or do you care to re-roll? I'm just going to give you the option.
It's up to you guys. I mean, that's up to you guys. I don't.
My initiative. I had a good one.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if we could do it separately, but I rolled a 2, so, and I was a penguin at the time.
Yeah.
But either way, the modifier is still the same.
I'll give you the option to re-roll for sure then.
It's still gonna be bad. It's a 7.
That's better.
Better than a 2.
It's true.
Still puts you as going last though, so that
Hey, it's better than a 2. I feel good about the number.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's got 7 bots.
All right. So let's see.
Ooh, wait.
Set up.
Moth, as he enters this room and sees the cultists, he's gonna make a tie into episode 1. He's gonna go, look, 4 dudes in bright red cloaks, and then charge at the room, ready to attack.
Okay. Well, thanks to all the commotion you guys have been raising with the harpies and the weird rust monster creatures, they couldn't interrupt their ritual chanting and stuff, but they were aware that you were coming. Now that you have busted in, though, they are all standing here. Their chanting has ceased, and it appears that they have been awaiting you.
Bastards.
Alright. Give me just a moment, I have to write some things here.
There you go, Bill. Do that moth stab.
Exactly, dude. I can't wait till I can transform into something that can fly.
Are there giant moths in D&D?
If there's dinosaurs, there's giant moths.
Right. Where's that?
Giant moths have 7 hit points, and they're still considered small beasts.
Right.
But they have great eyesight and smelling. They can smell like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes.
And I need.
You have a +2 to perception. It's worse than the penguin.
I hate that D&D is not based off of actual moths. Why doesn't the game match up to my actual bug knowledge? Huh?
Right. Okay, this one.
Giant moths only have a challenge rating of 1/8.
So,
Well, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time.
Yeah.
all right.
Meanwhile, over here is a polar bear. 55 hit points.
As the four of you, or the four of you, as the three of you come through this crack, and
I mean, that could be a terrifying realization.
you notice Yoin laying on this slab, these cultists chanting ceases. They turn and they look at you, and immediately you can tell two of them begin moving their hands in a way to cast a spell. I need. Who is that? Moth and Seymoure to make me dexterity saving throws.
I got 12.
That's a 19.
Polar bears are not dexterous.
All right.
Neither are moths.
And I'm sorry, Moth. What'd you get?
I got a 19.
Okay. Well, you both actually managed to kind of dodge out of the way here, as a beam of radiant light appears above you and then tries striking. But you manage to kind of evade out of the way before it hits you and deals any sort of damage.
Man, these cultists suck.
The two standing up front nearest you both finish their spells, and these magical or these spectral weapons appear in front of them. One having a giant warhammer, the other a battle axe. And at that point, it'll be on to Seymoure.
How far away are they?
Let's see. From here, I've got to get back to my map. Sorry. It looks like they're gonna be about 100 feet away.
That hurts. Do good shit to me when I'm not in my long range form. Are they still like circled up?
No, I'm sorry. They're gonna be 50 feet away.
50 feet away.
Yeah.
Still
Okay.
too far. Are they still circled up?
They are in a kind of a square, maybe rectangular formation. They're all about 5, or the two on the left are about 5 feet away, and the two on the right are 5 feet away from each other, and then those two are standing like 10 feet apart. So rectangle.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action, not be a polar bear.
Okay.
And action, I'm casting Wall of Fire.
Okay.
So I'm making a ring of fire around them.
Hemorrhoids.
What'd you say?
I said hemorrhoids.
I got that. I thought Josh said something.
I said ring of fire.
So they all need to make dexterity saving throws.
So we've got a 3, a 6, a 9, and a 13.
Everyone fails. So they will take 27 points of fire damage.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
There's a
And
huge wall.
I have set it up so the ring is a 20-foot wide or 20-foot radius,
Okay.
and it's pointing. The flames are pointing in.
Okay.
So if we approach it from the outside, we'll be fine, or as long as we don't enter it. But when they start their turn, they're going to take more fire damage.
Okay. No, it's 27, right?
Yeah.
All right.
4th level spell slots.
McKai.
I also want to move
Oh, I'm sorry.
30 feet closer. Yeah, just move up.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. I exhausted my thingy.
Oh yeah, the wall is also opaque, so it's hard for us to see inside of it.
The
And it's
flame?
probably like real bright.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was that new one? The spiritual. Where is it? Where is it?
Guardian of Faith.
Yeah, the Guardian of Faith. There it is.
You're gonna cast Guardian of Faith.
Yeah.
All right. So you can make this thing appear. Any creature. So where do you want to set this 30-foot rate or this little range for him that he's gonna hover around in?
Would the flames hurt him too?
No.
No. All right.
No, this is a spectral creature.
Okay.
Um,
We're gonna put it by the baddies.
So
By
yeah,
the cultists.
you can summon him anywhere within 30 feet. So if you want to summon it within that wall of fire around them, you'll have to move a little closer, right up next to Seymoure. But you can do that,
All right, we'll do that.
and then you cast your spell. And yeah, this large, spectral-looking thing. Kind of a oozy, amorphous looking creature in spectral form appears within this ring of fire and begins like spinning rapidly in circles looking at the 4 of these like which one do I get to attack first.
And
Anything else?
like I cast that, would I still be able to cast the spiritual weapon?
No.
All right, we'll use a
Cast
bonus.
2 spells in 1 turn.
I was gonna say I believe spiritual weapons concentration, right? So you wouldn't.
Spiritual weapon is not concentration.
Oh, is it not? Oh, okay.
Nope. And that's why it's broke.
Good, good.
Okay, so is that all for you, sir?
Yeah, I'll cast the spirit weapon and
Okay. Moth.
Moth would also like to do some AoE.
All right.
He is going to move 25 feet up. And then,
Just be careful you don't hit Yoin.
how close is Yoin?
He's like in the center of them.
No,
I thought-
he is on. He's kind of like on this little altar type.
Oh, okay.
Type thing here. They're standing in front of him, so he's about 10 feet from the people in the back.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't looking at that.
So, in a way that I can avoid hitting both Yoin and... Oh no, I guess Yoin there. So he's already up on the altar, right?
Yes.
Nobody else, none of the other party has gone up.
Not currently.
Cool. Then on the ground, specifically, right in front of that altar, I'll cast Spike Growth.
Okay.
And that makes the land within a 20-foot radius difficult terrain. And you take 2d4 for every 5 feet you travel through that area.
Okay. Do you take damage if you
So-
start your turn in that area as well?
Yes, you do.
Okay. All right. Anything else, sir?
Because I can't really. Nobody's died close to me. I'm gonna do that. I'll do it dramatically too. I'll be like, look, whoosh, cape up, spikes come up.
Okay. An eruption of spikes come out of the ground. At first they pop up, and they're these little tiny mushrooms, and then the heads of the mushrooms form into like pointed spikes, and they're just littering the ground around these cultists' feet. And is that it for you, sir?
Yeah, that'll be all for me.
Okay, so Seymour, at the start of the cultist's turn, I believe we'll start with you doing what your wall of fire damage, right?
Yep. Dex saves.
Okay. We have an 8 and a 2 and a 4 and a 6, so they all fail.
Yep. They will take 17 points of damage.
Ooh, good lordy, lordy.
And
I
they'll
rolled
also
low.
take 7 points of damage for my sweet, sweet spikes.
Okay, and then your spirit guardian, I believe, will also be doing damage to these guys at the start of their turn.
Yep.
McKai.
Once they start to move, yeah.
So they will make dexterity saving throws for them as well. We got 2 of them actually that rolled nat 20s. And then we get an 8 and a 13 for the other dex saving throws.
Okay. So I believe the way that works is the 2 that rolled nat 20s both take 10, and the other 2 both take 20.
Okay.
So that's all 60 damage.
The 2 on the right hand side, just you see their silhouettes within this wall of flame just suddenly collapse to the ground. And the other 2 begin to kind of scramble. They're screaming in pain as these just things are suddenly swarming and attacking and burning and slicing. One of them immediately runs as far to their right as they can to get out of the flames.
How far is that?
They are. It's only going to take them about 10 feet of running to get outside of the wall of flames.
That is 14 points of damage.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. So he's gonna, as soon as he starts moving, he takes damage, and these mushrooms like poke into his feet, and he ow, 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 and he trips and falls, and just like body slams into a pile of these spikes, and dies. The other one turns and runs behind you towards the altar, and he will begin taking damage from the spikes as well.
How far did he travel?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's only going about 10 feet.
That's another 14 points.
Okay. And as he gets right up to the altar, his feet get caught into these spikes as well, and he trips and lands on his knees, and then he throws himself forward and slams his bloody hands down onto the altar, rubs one hand over Yoin's face, and then just falls back onto these spikes and dies.
I hate to be that guy, but how far did he move?
With that last one,
Yeah.
10 feet.
Okay, then he's fine. Because the spike rate is also difficult terrain, so.
Yeah. So they are both dead. All four of them have collapsed to the ground. You have all of this that you see is kind of done in silhouette form through this wall of flame. And then as you see this last cultist body hit the ground, everything seems calm. This battle seems to be over. And suddenly, the entire cave just starts shaking. Dust and rocks start falling from the ceiling, and the altar around Yoin begins to glow with this red aura. A brighter red than the flames, the wall of flames that is in front of it. And you see something, again, through the flames, you see another silhouette standing up right behind where Yoin is, where he's laying on this altar. And it pushes itself up and steps directly over Yoin down into this wall of flames, passing directly through it and walking towards you guys.
Cool. Is he immune to fire damage?
He does not seem. It does not seem to be taking any kind of damage at this point, but you're not really sure.
So he avoid?
Guys. No, I was gonna say I'm gonna have all three of you roll your damage for me. You've got your fire damage, your spiritual weapon, and your spikes. The spike growth. He's going to. This thing is going to be attempting to walk from the altar directly up to you guys, which is going to be about 35 feet.
Okay.
He'll only take
20.
He'll only take 20 of 20 of the spike growth. So that's 8d4 damage with spike growth.
Yep.
And the Guardian of Faith is already gone.
Okay. And you're gonna do the wall of fire as well, right? The wall of flame.
Still want to hurt him a little bit.
You took away my guardian? How dare you?
It did its job.
Yeah.
But yeah, is it immune to fire damage?
I mean, you're not sure.
I'll roll the damage anyways.
Yeah, it's passing
he
through
needs
these
to make
flames, but you're not really sure if it's taking the damage.
Well,
But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have you guys roll me the damage for those.
Wall of Fire does, let's see, 11, 13, 14 points of damage.
Okay.
If he fails the save.
Okay. And the spike growth damage?
I just rolled 2d8. I got a 5. I multiplied, or 2d4 multiplied by 8. I got a 5 on the dice, 40 points of damage.
Okay. Alright, so this thing passes.
I think it's only times 4, Bill.
Oh yeah, wait, shit. Am I wrong? I am. I might
Yeah.
be. No, it's 2d4 for every. It's 2d4 for every 5 feet.
Yeah, you rolled 2d4.
So
got
2d4
5.
times 4. So it's 20 points of damage.
Yeah, there you go.
I can math.
Yep, you can.
This thing
If he was going all the way through it, I did it, right?
Yeah.
This thing passes through the wall of flames over your spiky mushroom area, and then through the other side of the wall of this wall of flames.
Cool.
And as it passes through, let me see, do I still have it saved here? This is not exact. I just looked up a picture off the internet to kind of give a better explanation. But you see, you see a humanoid woman dressed in a slinky-ish black robe pass her way through the flames. She's not carrying the trident, but she has a crown quite similar to this one. It is a deep it kind of matches her dress. She has the very pale white skin, and she passes through these flames and directly in front of you guys. And she kind of looks at you. She stretches her arms out and gives just this big wide stretch. And she yawns. And she says, "Oh man, I feel like I've been chained up for millennia. That was nice. Oh, did you
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
did you are you the ones that set me free?"
And your name is?
She almost tilts her head for a moment, and she says, "You're not the ones that set me free, are you?"
Well, I mean,
Well,
technically,
we're trying to summon someone. We just want to make sure we summon the right person.
technically, we freed you.
Oh,
We are the reason you're freed.
believe me, sweeties, if you knew who you were summoning, there would be no question.
Then we
I
absolutely
know it
did.
wasn't us.
She says, "I, if I may, am the Princess of Darkness and Chaos. You can call me the Red Queen. I know the name is contradictory, Princess and Queen, but I didn't give myself the name. I'm more closely resemble a princess in my standing, but you people don't really know who my king is."
I'm sorry, my name's Moth. What was your name? The princess of where?
She says,
I just
she says, "Chaos and darkness, love."
oh, okay.
That would be what's the person's name? Sadala. Wait, who's the Kalvira? Kalvira, right? Is that the people at the cult that's trying to summon? Sorry, I'm blanking on the name.
Kiobra.
Kiobra. Okay, so yeah, Seymoure would just be like, "So you're Kiobra?"
She says, "No, sweetheart, I'm not."
It's a totally different lady. Come on,
She says
that's a different princess. No.
She says,
See, Seymoure wasn't around for doing all my research.
She says she's, I guess you could say my boss. I work for her. I'm here to prepare for her arrival. There are things that must be done before she can come back completely. And this is step one. At which point, she takes a step back from you guys. And
Into the wall of fire.
she exhales just a cloud of bluish gas.
Yeah.
And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is this disease?
This is poison, or I'm sorry, this is necrotic damage. It has
Okay.
it has a chance of poisoning you, but I think since you're immune to poison, that won't.
I'm not immune. I'm resistant to poison.
Okay, but yeah,
So I have advantage against being poisoned.
the damage itself will be necrotic.
Okay, but yeah, I think that means I make the saving throw I do at advantage.
I got a 15.
What kind of save was it? Colin, you said?
Yep.
I got a 17.
Okay. And McKai?
We're doing a saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do I add any kind of bonus?
You have +2 to con saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did horrible. I got a 4.
Okay.
Oof.
As she exhales
Yep.
this cloud of gas, the three of you go to cover your mouth, with whatever you can. Seymour, you
Same
take
kind of
you
thing.
take part, or you take your hat
Look
off
good.
and cover your face, and Moth, your cape whips around to cover your mouth, and McKai, you take part of your cloak and try to cover your mouth and nose, but it seems to seep through quite strongly, and each of you are going to take a pretty severe amount of necrotic damage from this. That is
Failed with 17.
42 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus Christ.
At which point, she blips seemingly out of existence, just vanishes from right in front of you. And then you hear behind you, she appears like right over where the little crack in the wall is, and then just slips behind it and disappears out of the room.
Well, shit.
Fuck you.
That wasn't good.
Nope.
How much damage was that?
42 points of necrotic damage.
Holy camel toe.
It's a good thing none of us took any damage during any of those other fights.
Right? Oh, however, McKai, the damage itself seems to have really hit you hard, and you start feeling even worse after the cloud has kind of dissipated. And you are going to take, unfortunately, a small additional little bit of poison damage to the tune of 9 poison damage. You seem to have been left with some residual poisoning from this thing.
Alright. Barely alive. Yeah, 6 hit points.
What?
Yeah, because mine was 57 and it was 42 plus the 9.
Yeah. Are you guys giving chase in any way to this thing, or are you gonna focus more on Yoin?
Still, the room is still like collapsing, right?
No, it was kind of shaking and rumbling as she was being summoned, but it's no longer acting that way. And you can seemingly talk amongst your wall
I
of
don't-
fire and your terrain.
Seymour will yeah, she's like way far away, isn't she?
At this point, yeah, she's gonna be quite a ways away, if not already out of
Yeah.
the cave.
Moth again
Gonna-
has a tenuous grasp on reality. That was probably not real. He's gonna disarm the spike growth, and he's gonna he's gonna immediately go pay attention to Yoin.
Yeah, that's what Seymour's gonna do as well.
Okay. Wonderful. And I assume McKai, you're going to be doing the same. The three of you just going after Yoin. So you run up to the altar. He is there. You can see he's not wearing any of his clothes. He does have, well, not any of his clothes. He does have a pair of leggings on that kind of covers his bottom half, but he's almost essentially naked. There is a good good half-inch size cut in his right chest, like his right pec, and then the other side he has a brand that has been burned into him of that same upside down crescent moon that symbol.
Awesome.
He has that bloody handprint smeared across his face, and he is laying there completely unconscious, but he is alive.
I have a health pot.
Here,
That I can-
I got it. I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So he will suddenly and sit up real quick and cough, and he's still like you can see him wincing and stuff as he's
Yeah.
coughing. He looks like he's still in pain. But
I healed him 10.
he sits up and he's real groggy, and he looks around and he says, "What's going on?"
You almost died.
Again with
You
what?
might have died.
I don't know it. Just can we go somewhere? I need to lie down. I'm
You are lying down. But,
he's very shaken. He's not gonna say much of anything else at this point. He just wants to kind of get out and be somewhere where he can relax and maybe meditate for a little while.
Moth
yeah, I'll
wouldn't-
just,
And kind of
I'll just
Moth
like put
wouldn't-
him on my back and carry him.
okay.
Moth would not give him the cape, but he would be using the cape instead of being dramatic. He'd be using it to be comforting.
Like a blanket.
Yeah, but like also have the cape kind of just like do one of the over the shoulder rubs. Like it's gonna be all right, bud. We've all been hung over in a cave. We'll figure this out. You know.
So you guys can kind of gather him up, and this place is empty. If you guys wanted to make a place here to kind of bed down, it seems safe enough right now. You killed everybody that was in here, unless unless you're concerned about her coming back, which I guess is perfectly reasonable to think.
I think if we stay here, we can investigate a little bit and try to figure out what's going on. We should have kept one of them alive, but what do you do?
If only one of you could bring him back, or
I want to heal, but I want to investigate too.
Like, yeah, I would rather not stay in here because of the risk of either her coming back or more cultists being sent to us, knowing that we were here. But I do think that there could be some evidence in here or some information we could gather.
I'd say we can stay in here if Miki,
Aye.
McKai sets up his tiny hut because nothing can get in the tiny hut
that you don't.
as long
that's
as
a
he's
solid
inside
plan.
there. Yeah, or nothing's supposed to be able to get in the tiny hut.
Right.
And then you just hear me, what's style jutsu? And then I create the little hut.
Yeah, that's sick.
Okay. Your hut springs up right in the middle of this cave, it's right on top of the cultists. Just, but you guys can go in there and rest up. It is just really the day is getting started. If you were to go outside, you could still see the sun rising. It's probably 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning at this point. But it has been a long night. You guys have been doing a whole lot, so it's a good, very very nice, relaxing rest.
I've only got 3 spell slots left.
Yeah, I'm health wise I'm okay. Spell wise and things that I can actually do. Well, most of my stuff is passive. I didn't really use too many spells. I used them for fun, but not for things I actually could use that were helpful.
So let's at least short rest. And while we're short resting, I'll just like go through the occultists and try to see if they have anything on them. I'm doubting they do, but we'll see.
Okay. So you guys can kind of wander around and do some looking. There is another part of this cave that you managed to check out that has like actual beds and stuff. Either at one point or another there were more cultists, or there's more that just weren't here. You're not sure, but there's a good handful of beds in here. It's a full-on dormitory essentially. But there's some footlockers and this and that. So all in all, you guys managed to find a handful. Let me see exactly what it is here. Where's the other one? There it is. So you guys, well, okay. You managed to find 92 gold pieces scattered between all of these footlockers.
Cool. I'll just put that in the party fund.
There are 2 healing potions that are superior.
Damn.
Yes. And then the only other thing, aside from some basic, like, common clothes and like pairs of slippers and stuff that they wear while they're doing their cult things, whatever those may be. The only other thing, there is a book on over next to the altar where Yoin was laying, and it is reading through it. It's kind of almost a manifesto, I guess if you want to call it that, of this cult's goals, explaining how they're supposed to be performing these rituals and what they're intended to accomplish. It'll take a little bit. It'll take a little bit to read through it entirely, but you can do that during this short rest if you want. There is so essentially what this says. In order to free Kiobra from her chains, those chains must be broken, and by breaking these chains, you are releasing the what is it?
The seal?
I have the name for it here. Hang on. I thought I did. I don't remember what I called them. The 4 avatars of chaos, essentially. You have the one that you have released, that was just released, the Red Queen, and that chain, as you now are aware, has been broken. The Red Queen is now released and wandering the island. No idea what her intentions are currently. The book doesn't really describe that. She is just one of the avatars of chaos. But there is also the Crimson King, the Scarlet Knight, and the Vermilion Magician. And when all 4 of those chains have been broken, they will come together, unleash whatever they're capable of doing, performing their own ritual that will finally release Kiobra from her bindings entirely and unleash her chaos.
I want, I'll take a, alright, bad at saying the name. McKai? McKai? I can never say it right.
McKai.
McKai.
Yes.
McKai. If you give me your mace, I will cast Mending on it, so it should no longer have that -1.
You got it. Here's my warhammer.
Cool. I do that.
Okay. As you're reading through this book, through this little manifesto, one thing you realize, though, is that these rituals are surprisingly complicated. They take a lot of time, because they seem to rely in some way on like phases of the moon. Each one has to be performed at a different time. So it takes it can take months for even one of these rituals to be complete. As of right now, uh, you know that they have succeeded with the release of the Red Queen, but that's as much information as you're able to gather from this book
Cool.
or journal. It's not really big enough to be called a book. It's 4 or 5
Pamphlet.
pages overall.
This is like the introduction. This is releasing Kiobra 101.
Yeah. How to cult.
Yeah.
Do you even cult, bro?
Yeah, I mean, you got to know the basics.
I like it. Do you even call it, bro?
These low-level guys aren't going to know everything.
Yeah. Does it talk about who, like, any of their upper leadership are?
No.
It doesn't mention anybody the name of Toby.
Toby.
I don't know, like specific names, like yeah, we got to contact Toby in HR.
No.
Cool.
They're no. That's all. That's all the information you can get from it.
Cool. That's all we got here.
If we try to investigate it, would anything else show up, or is that like all of it?
Oh, you can. I don't know. You want to do some kind of investigation, see if there's anything special
Any kind of
about
hidden
it?
symbols or anything?
Go for it.
Turn on my black light.
Yeah, make me an investigation.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun.
As long as there's no secret white substance on it, I'm happy.
Yeah, make me that investigation check.
All right. Come on, give me something good for once. So I rolled 18 on the dice. Do I have anything over here? Investigation +2. So that would be 20.
Very nice. Okay, let me get this pulled up here. Make sure,
I think I found something for once, guys. I'm finally helping.
make sure I'm doing this.
He
right.
helped a lot in that fight.
Okay, because they're not all. So you'll have to probably note these because they're not all. They're not marked separately. They all kind of look the same. If you look at the map of the island, the very back page of this pamphlet, you notice is there's almost like a water stain on it. But those. But you managed to kind of get it. Working with Seymoure, he holds up a light for you. You manage to kind of hold it up, and you can see it resembles the island of Calmet, and there are 4 locations that seem to be marked on here. There is, based on where you are on the map, you can see this that intersection right there by the watchtower, Mancar Village. That dot, that black dot, that one, that is marked on the map. That is where you are, and it is like covered in with an X. There are 3 other black dots. If you move all the way off to the left side of the island, very far west, the very little corner over there, underneath the wild forest, way over there, that one is a spot. And then up over by that giant sea dragon, that black dot is a spot. And then all the way up at the top next to Fort Marnac, that black dot and the brown land, that is a spot marked on the map. But none of those 3 have an X over them. These seem to be likely the locations of the other altars where these.
But the one we're on at that intersection there, that has an X over it.
Yes.
So that ritual has been done.
That seems to be the indication. Yes.
I'm assuming that was a sacrifice we interrupted when we first got into Loudwater.
Likely.
Sick.
Or at least
All right.
part of one of the rituals or something. Like
Cool.
well, yeah, actually, like I said, after reading through some of this, that was Seymoure actually learns that was part of the initial form of the ritual. You have to do that. That specific ritual has to be done depending on which person you're wanting to summon. Has to be done on a particular.
Phase of the moon.
There you go. That's the word. I lost it. Phase of the moon.
Yep. Nope. You're good.
So. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So that was
So
the half moon.
I believe that was the half moon, if I remember correctly. No, actually, no, back last week when you guys interrupted it, it would have been the waning crescent moon, because it had just
Okay.
yeah. So anyway,
But what phase was this one on?
well the final part of this ritual tonight, it was a half moon.
Alright.
When they performed the ritual in Loudwater to try and do that part of the ritual, that was a waning crescent.
waning or waxing?
Waning, the growing, getting in the process of moving towards the.
That's waxing.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
You're good. I just want to clarify.
Yeah, no, I'm not as up on my moon terms as I guess I need to be.
Tommy's our exotic moon child.
So that's
I
when the moon's
remember
growing?
freshman high school science.
Wait, waxing is when the moon grows or when the shadow grows?
Waxing is when the moon, the face grows.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. You know about the moon.
Yeah, no, it's waxing.
Okay.
But
The
that's
moon.
all the useful information you guys are able to find in this cave while you're having your rest. Was this a
Damn,
short
Bobby.
rest or a long rest or what?
I think we just did a short rest.
We did a short rest before we came in here. We haven't had a long rest in a minute.
Yeah, but I think we short rest again, and we need to get going to Breitenberg.
Sounds like a plano.
I mean, you can do that. Seems like a good place.
We could take a long rest and. Or do you want to take that short rest and then go to Loudwater? Loudwater,
I want-
Breitenberg.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's our next step because we're still tracking that girl.
And I think she's about to be one of these motherfuckers.
That or one of the people to help us.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we can try to convince her.
And we got to go up to Naroon and check out Anna Lee, see what she's up to, because I feel like she's going to be a great resource if we're going to actually be fighting these.
Yeah. Cool. So yeah, end it here, finishing our short rest, going back to the cart, and heading towards Breitenberg.